if it could happen to me, I feel like it could happen to anybody. It's just no respecter of people. Woke up and I couldn't move. I know my arm was just, I felt it and it was just, I thought, it's crazy, and I couldn't speak.
He was rubbing his right arm and he was just staring at me. And I said, Gene, what's the matter? And talked to me, and he still didn't say anything but just kept staring at me and got really still. And so I said, well, I'm calling 911.
Use of our well-developed protocols allowed us to quickly diagnose that Mr. Hamblin had suffered a stroke. Not knowing the time of onset of his stroke prevented him from being a candidate for TPA. But using our advanced protocols and interdisciplinary approach, we were still able to provide a level of care to him not available at many hospitals.
He told me that it was a bad stroke and it will probably be a long, if complete, recovery. He came in and said, I have this instrument and I can non-aggressively try to get the clot out.
Advanced imaging available at Fort Sanders Regional allowed us to diagnose the clot within Mr. Hamblin's brain rapidly, and also to diagnose the amount of blood flow that was left within the brain. Based on this imaging, I could tell that he had quite a bit of brain tissue that was not working properly, but was still alive. By removing the blood clot quickly, we were able to restore blood flow to that part of the brain and allow his stroke to be minimalized. He came in with a stroke that just 2 years ago would not have been treated as aggressively as we do now. With the advent of new technology, we can safely remove these blood clots from the brain.
Less than 10 minutes, Dr. Woodward comes in and we jump up over to him and he says he even seemed excited. Said, he's grasping my hand, trying to grasp my hand. He is moving his leg and he is trying to talk. And that is within 7 or 8 minutes from extracting that blood clot, which Dr. Woodward said was in a very bad place.
I don't know how in the world he did that, but it got it out of my brain. That still blows my mind how he did that. I asked him if he went through my heart, and he said, no, bypassed your heart.
Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center truly provides comprehensive stroke services. They are able to treat individuals from the moment they arrive in the emergency room through the entire continuum of care until they return to the community. Those individuals who do have some residual neurologic deficits from their stroke are able to benefit from an entire host of rehabilitation services through therapy services available in the acute hospital, transitioning into inpatient rehabilitation, outpatient rehabilitation, and even home health services. The Patricia Neal Rehabilitation Center, an award-winning program, is located within the walls of Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center.
After 3 or 4 days, I got better and better, and they said that I was able to go to the Patricia Neal Rehab Center, and I came over here and started the procedure of going to rehab. Every day I could tell a difference. Going to a wheelchair, and then I started walking to the rehab with help, and they were just very patient with me. Just progressed day by day with stepping and laying down and getting up and walking, holding the handrail, and throw me a ball, and all that. Every day just better and better and better.
He was in the hospital 11 days, and the 14th day we went camping after his stroke. I mean, that was something.
And then I get thinking that I could have been, paralyzed and in a hospital for ages and maybe not recovered at all. So it's just, I pinch myself to realize how lucky I am and blessed I am to be moving and doing as well as I do.
I just ask God to just bless him and all that he does, because it is such a God-given gift for him to be able to do this and have the ability, the knowledge and the ability to do this with his hands. So we just bless him every day.
Not only am I confident that at Fort Sanders, patients get the best stroke care in the entire United States, but if I had a family member who needed stroke care, I would send them to Fort Sanders with no questions asked.
I thanked him when I was there, but they just seemed like you know, nothing that what he did for me just restored my life.